excited about because it's something I've wanted to do for so long, and it's a transition to plant-based slash vegetarian what I eat in a day. So this is something that we recently decided to transition to just because we learned so many different health benefits and environmental benefits from eating plant-based, and I honestly feel a difference after these couple days of eating no animal product, and I really like it, and I would love to carry it over. It's really fun to just kind of play around with all these different foods, like with fruits and vegetables, trying different combinations and seeing what works. And I love the challenge of trying to find different healthier alternatives to stuff that maybe isn't so healthy, and trying to figure out how to make it healthy and how to make it taste amazing, because being plant-based and vegetarian or vegan, it can actually be really fun. And a lot of people will hear, like, for instance, one meal is like a veggie patty, and you hear that and you're like, what? That sounds disgusting, but it's actually really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and take you over a couple of days of what I ate for meals and just kind of how I got in some nutrients and replaced protein. So let's go ahead and let's get into breakfast day one. So if you've been watching my channel for a little bit, you know that I have coffee every single day, and the creamer that I use is the Silk almond milk creamer. I have not changed that for several years now, and I really love this coffee creamer. It tastes great even if the coffee is cold, and it is healthy. It's vegan. It doesn't have carrageenan or any harsh chemicals in there, so it's a really good creamer. And the first meal that we're going to be making for breakfast is Chia banana protein oatmeal. So first I just took half a cup of rolled oats and 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, mixed it all together, microwaved it for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. After it came out of the microwave, while it was nice and hot, I added 1 scoop of vegan vanilla protein, and I used the Vega protein. It's super good and it's smooth and it's really creamy. And then I added some cinnamon in there for some taste and some sweetness, and also chia seeds because they're packed with fiber, omega-3s, and tons of antioxidants. And then I added in some sliced bananas, blueberries, and topped it off with drizzling some honey, which of course isn't vegan, but like I said, we're going plant-based slash vegetarian. And then I also cut up 1 peach to go with my oatmeal too, because I've been obsessed with peaches. They're so good. So peaches are great for heart health, digestion. They're loaded with antioxidants, so it makes them a cancer-fighting fruit. And they just taste amazing, and you can't go wrong with a good peach in the summertime. So for lunch number 1, we had an Orzo veggie pasta. This was so good. I just used some Orzo that I pre-cooked the day before, and I like to cook the whole box just so I can eat it over the next couple days. And one tip that I have learned through making this video that the best thing to do is to always wash and pre-cut your vegetables and fruit, because these meals took me half the time to make just because I'd already pre-cooked Orzo and quinoa, which you'll see later, and then I also went ahead and pre-cut and pre-washed my vegetables, so all I had to do was grab the container and sprinkle it on whatever I was making. I just sprinkle it with some water and I put it in the microwave just so it can make the pasta nice and tender again, because sometimes it can dry out in the refrigerator, so it's good to put the water in there to add moisture back into it. So I just microwaved it for 2 minutes, and then I added some cucumber, some tomatoes, red onion, green bell pepper, organic baby spinach, and some fat-free feta. And then for dressing, instead of using like an actual dressing with any calories or just any ingredients that I didn't like, I just made my own with olive oil and then a squeeze of lemon, and topped it off with salt and pepper. Throughout every single day. I didn't show you consistently just because it's very monotonous. I carry this pink bottle of water with me everywhere, and I drink one of these a day plus like another half of it because it's 40 ounces. So this pink water bottle is 40 ounces, so it's a little less than a daily amount you're supposed to have, which I believe is 64 ounces, 8 cups of 8 ounces. Yes, 8 times 8. 64. So 64 ounces, so this plus a little bit more every single day, and that's how I make sure that I am intaking the proper amount of water for my body, because hydration is so incredibly important, especially to your cells, because it keeps every function in your body functioning like they need to. And of course, if you know me at all, every single afternoon I have a kombucha. So this afternoon it was the strawberry acai coconut by Kavita, and these are filled with probiotics, so it gives your gut good bacteria just to help with digestion and to keep everything flowing through your body. And I noticed a huge difference whenever I don't have kombucha, so this one's amazing. If you've never had it, I would suggest starting with this brand just because it's not so intense like the ones like Synergy or more raw kombuchas are. This is more light and almost like you're replacing a soda, if you think about it that way. Yeah. Night, I wanted something super simple, and I found this Annie's Organic Vegan Mac and Cheese. So I just boiled some water on the stove. So I just poured in some noodles, and then after they were done cooking, after they're nice and tender, I just drained them in the sink. And then I mixed in some almond milk, this vegan butter. Mine is the Earth Balance. It's so good. It tastes like normal butter. It's crazy. I also decided, instead of just having just the mac and cheese, I needed some kind of nutrients and I wanted to add some greens. So I made a spinach salad, and I just put a handful of baby spinach, and then of course the red onions, tomatoes, cucumbers, and then I topped it off with my absolute favorite dressing ever, and it's vegan ranch, has omega-3s in there, and I think it tastes even better than like the normal ranch. Like, this ranch is freaking amazing. If you see this in your grocery store, pick it up. It's so freaking good. And this was kind of a last minute addition. I didn't really show making it because all I did was put it in the oven for like 15 minutes, but I put some rosemary potatoes on the side that our grocery store had pre-made from the deli, and it's literally just potatoes and the rosemary and a couple other seasonings that they used. But you can easily recreate this just by cutting up potatoes and seasoning them just how you like them. But I figured it added just another source of nutrients and also another source of carbs too, just to make sure I'm nice and full, since we didn't really have a source of protein specifically in this meal. So that was my dinner for the night. Instead of having a Sprite like I would normally love to have, I had a lime sparkling water, which tasted so good. It's so light and it's not loaded down with sugar, and it's really nice carbonation to have with dinner. I'm someone that has to have carbonation when I eat. I don't know why, it makes food that much more enjoyable to me. I think it like cleanses the palate, or just kind of, I don't know, I feel like it enhances the flavor of food. I don't really know if that makes any sense. That's just what it does to me. And then for dessert, I actually bought these organic toaster pastries by Annie's at the store. I've been obsessed with these because I love Pop-Tarts, but of course Pop-Tarts are absolutely horrible for you, and this contains actual real strawberries. So I've been eating these. They're not vegan, but I think they're vegetarian. I'll have to check on that. But like I said, we're transitioning here. So I have at least one of these a night. One's usually good for me because they're pretty sweet. I think as long as you have it in moderation, it's totally okay. And it's organic. It's a healthier version than what I would normally have. So I'm pretty happy with it. usually after I have a bath or a shower that night, I like to have some hot tea. This is something new that I've been doing recently and I'm obsessed with it. And we have this Tulsi ashwagandha tea, and I just put some lemon and honey in there. And this tea is mainly targeting stress relief. It's a natural detoxer. It boosts your immune system. It overall just balances out your body, and after drinking it, I feel so much more relaxed. I think because it is the stress reliever, and I'm a very anxious person, so I need whatever I can to just calm me the hell out. I feel so tired after drinking it, it's ridiculous. So it's really good to have before bed. Of course, with everything going on in the world, we can use any kind of immunity boosting foods that we can get our hands on, so this is a really great way to do that. Now we're on to day 2, and the breakfast I had this day is very simple, and it was just 3 eggs that I cooked in the skillet. And I added some spinach and some green bell peppers for some vegetables and greens. And then I just cut up another peach on the side too, because like I said, my obsession with peaches right now is real. You can ask Cooper, every time I go to the store, I'm getting bags and bags of peaches. This day we kind of went for a brunch vibe. We were still feeling the breakfast food, so I made protein pancakes with plant-based sausage. Holy guacamole, I may make this again today. I was literally thinking about it last night, how good these pancakes were as I was going through the footage. This was originally actually going to be our dinner, so if you ever want something different, breakfast for dinner is amazing. We did the paleo pancake mix by Birch Benders, and it's just a paleo pancake mix. So I added 1.5 cups of the mix because it made 12 to 14 pancakes, and I was feeding 3 people with it, so we needed lots of pancakes. And then I mixed in 1 1/3 cups of water. And then I decided to add in some chia seeds, again for those omega-3s and extra fiber and antioxidants and nutrients. And then 2 scoops of the vegan Vega vanilla protein. Again, this protein powder is the absolute best. If you don't like grainy protein powders, this one's super creamy, very smooth, and it goes along with so many different flavors of fruit. And it's really flexible. You can use it for anything and it comes out amazing. And then we just mixed it all together, and I added some vanilla extract, some cinnamon, and then we added a little bit of almond milk too, just to make the mixture a little bit more creamy. And I just put some olive oil in the pan, and to go with the pancakes, we're gonna have some Beyond Meat plant-based sausage. Before you say anything, please try this sausage, because I swear to you, if you didn't tell me this was plant-based, I would really think you were giving me real sausage. It tastes just like real sausage. I didn't have to season it. I didn't have to do anything. I literally just put it in the pan and kept rotating the sausage until it turned a little brown, and it was done. Like, I don't know how they do it. And these are the ingredients that are in the sausage. It's water, pea protein isolate, coconut oil, sunflower oil, rice protein, faba bean protein, natural vegan flavor, potato starch, salt, fruit juice, vegetable juice, apple fiber, methyl cellulose, citrus extract, and calcium alginate casing, which basically just kind of holds, it's a thickener, so it holds the meat together. It's used in a lot of meat substitute products. Oh my gosh, it was so good. We just put the pancakes in the other saute pan and just flipped them. They only took maybe 2 minutes, if that, on each side, so they're very quick to make too. And I was surprised at how circular some of these came out, because I struggle with my pancake flipping skills, but I'm getting there. It's been a couple years, so I'm still working. So we topped off our pancakes with blueberries, some sliced bananas, drizzled some maple syrup, and our maple syrup that we got is in a glass jar, and it's 100% maple syrup, so it doesn't have any added sugars in there, so it's pretty healthy and it's as natural as it can get, except if you went and got it from the tree yourself. And then added some chia seeds on top for a little bit more of their health properties, because I love chia seeds, and it's a really great superfood to add into your diet just to get all those extra nutrients, because they're so small, but those little suckers are packed with stuff, I'm telling you. And for my afternoon kombucha this day, it was the Synergy Strawberry Serenity kombucha. This one is a little bit more intense than the one that I had yesterday, but it's one of my favorites by Synergy. It's really good. If you like your kombucha a little bit sweeter, you will really like this one. For dinner on night number 2, I made a plant-based meat patty with the Beyond Meat Cookout Classic plant-based burger patties. And then I did a spinach and quinoa salad on the side. So the Beyond Meat plant-based burger patties, they're really good too. You just have to make sure these that you do season. The very first time we ever tried these, we did not like them because I did not season them at all, which was my mistake. I may have seasoned them, but it just wasn't enough. I don't remember, but either way, it just wasn't done right. So if you get these, they are amazing. They taste so good. They taste like real burger meat, which I still don't get how they do it. I really don't. But as long as you season it perfectly, it'll come out just fine. And make sure, I did this with the sausage too, if you're cooking anything in a skillet like that, it's really good to cover it with a lid because it keeps the steam inside of the pot, so it cooks whatever's in there more thoroughly, and it keeps it nice and juicy instead of it drying out. So if you have any issues cooking actual protein or protein substitute or anything like that in a skillet and you find that it's drying out, try putting a lid or a plate or just something to cover that pan, and it will make a world of a difference. So for dessert on the second night, I kind of indulged and we found these pumpkin bars that our grocery store makes in the deli. I'm gonna find a vegan and healthy way to make them, but until then, holy crap, these things are so good. They're so soft and they taste amazing, and I know what you're thinking. It just turned September, it's still summer, but I don't care. I'm going easy with the pumpkin stuff until it gets closer to October. So if I can just have one pumpkin thing for now, I'm totally good. And this is what they look like. They're so good, they're so soft, and they're the perfect size. So I just had one, and it's totally fine to indulge in things like this as long as it's in moderation. So I literally just had one after dinner, and it was so good. Wow. And then after I had the pumpkin bar, I just had the same tea that I had from the night before. And like I said, I love this tea so much. If you see it in the store, I would definitely pick it up because it makes me feel so much better and it's so good for you. Alright guys, so I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you saw a recipe that maybe you would like to try out. They're all very affordable, very simple to make, and they don't take a lot of time at all. And they're very realistic, especially if you're wanting to go plant-based or if you're wanting to go more the vegan route or vegetarian. They're definitely really good transitional meals. So if you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe down below. If you have a meal that you enjoy that maybe if you are vegan or vegetarian and you've transitioned, leave it down in the comments below because I'd love to try it out. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.